radio show on Planet Earth SME from 6 to 7 every Tuesday. We are true undefeated and can't be beat. Even though the show is called SME, it's not just about me. We work as a team to build our dreams.
Hey, it's your boy, your host, King Vontae World. Your host on the King Vontae World Show, episode 2. And today, my co-host are, and I guess you say Tiger. My co-host are. Okay. Today we're going to start off with some NFL topics, and it's not all going to be NFL, but that's what we're starting off with. I'm going to rank every team's best player ever, at least in my opinion. For the Jaguars, Tony Baselli. That's Hall of Fame tier. For the Commanders, Darryl Green. For the Titans, I went with an offensive lineman as well. I went with Bruce Matthews. For the Bengals, I went with Anthony Munoz. For the Jets, I went with Darrell Revis.
Okay.
For the Panthers, I wound up going with Luke Kuechly, actually.
Yeah.
For the Raiders, I went with Charles Woodson. For the Cardinals, I went with Larry Fitzgerald. For the Falcons, I went with Julio Jones. For the Buccaneers, I went with Derek Brooks. I think the previous tier was I might be missing this tier. Okay, the next tier is of the Buffalo Bills with Bruce Smith. The Miami Dolphins, I went with Dan Marino. The Chargers, I went with LaDainian Tomlinson. The Texans, I went with T.J. Watt. The Vikings, I went with Adrian Peterson. The Lions, I went with Barry Sanders. The Browns, I went with Jim Brown. The Bears, I went with Walter Payton. The Cowboys, I went with Emmitt Smith. The Seahawks, I went with Russell Wilson. The Saints, I went with Drew Brees. The Eagles, I went with Reggie White. The Broncos, I went with John Elway. The Steelers, I wound up going with Terry Bradshaw. The Rams, I went with Aaron Donald. The Packers, I went with Aaron Rodgers. The Colts, I went with Peyton Manning. The Chiefs, I went with Patrick Mahomes. The 49ers, I went with Joe Montana. The Patriots, I went with Tom Brady. The Giants, I went with Lawrence Taylor. And the Ravens, I went with Ray Lewis. I guess Nico specifically, what do you agree and what do you disagree on, and why?
I disagree on the there's not really anything I disagree on. But like, what was the first tier? Was that the Jaguars guy? Just only one person?
Yeah, I had a lineman.
What was that tier? The poverty tier?
No, the Hall of Fame tier, because he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
What's the next tier you use?
Top 100 in the Super Bowl era, which was Darryl Green, Bruce Matthews, and the Bengals offensive lineman. And the next tier was top 75 in the Super Bowl era, which was Darryl Green all the way to Derek Brooks. And the next tier was top 50 in the Super Bowl era, which is Bruce Smith all the way to which was Bruce Smith all the way to Dan Marino. No, yeah, Dan Marino. Then LaDainian Tomlinson is on tier. The next tier was All World from JJ Watt all the way to Breeze. Then we had the Legends tier, Reggie White and Terry Bradshaw. The GOAT tier, Aaron Rodgers and Donald. And then the Kings, which was Peyton Manning all the way to Ray Lewis. But the rankings don't matter as much as just me stating who's the best player for each franchise. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Okay, next I'm gonna give my NFL and my NBA dynasty rankings. Yeah, we're already here. So at number 20, I have the 1948 to 1954 Lakers, who won 5 championships and had 5 finals appearances. At 19, I have the 82 to 91 Commanders, who won 3 Super Bowls and had 4 Super Bowl appearances. At 18, I had 1976 to 1983 Raiders, who won 3 Super Bowls and went to 3 Super Bowls. You know, I had a little bit of fun with this. At 17, I had the Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley's Heat from 2005 to 2014, who won 3 championships and had 5 appearances. Next, I had the 1980 to 1987 Celtics, who won 3 championships with 5 appearances. Next, I had the 2019, the current day Chiefs, 3 Super Bowl rings, 4 appearances. Next, I had the 92 to 95 Cowboys, 3 rings, 3 appearances. Next, I had the Kobe and Shaq Lakers from 99 to 2004, 3 rings, 4 finals appearances. At 12, I have the 74 to 79 Steelers, 4 rings, 4 Super Bowl appearances. You know, I had a little bit of fun with this. So at 11, I had the Brady and Rob Gronkowski from 2011 to 2020, 4 rings, 6 Super Bowl appearances. 2014, I have the Warriors, who won 4 rings and went to 6 finals. I guess from 2014 to 2022. Although they could sneak one more in if they get lucky. Then I had LeBron from 06 to, I guess, 2020. 4 rings, 10 finals appearances. Next, I have the 98 to 2014 Spurs, 5 rings, 6 appearances. At 7, I have Phil Jackson and Kobe Bryant's Lakers from 99 to 2010, 5 rings, 7 finals appearances. Then at 6, I have the Soul Tops Lakers, the Magic Johnson-led Lakers from 79 to 91, 5 rings, 9 finals appearances. At 5, I have the 49ers from 91 to 94, 5 rings, 5 Super Bowl appearances. No, I said 81 to 94. That's what I meant to say. At 4, I had the 56 to 69 Celtics, 11 rings, 12 finals appearances. At 3, I have Brady and Belichick's Patriots from 01 to 2018, 6 rings, 9 finals appearances. At 2, I have Brady's career from 2001 to 2020, 7 rings, 10 Super Bowl appearances. And number 1, I have the 90s Bulls, 6 rings, 6 finals appearances, 3-peated twice in 1 decade. I guess, Nico, do you have anything that you have anything you disagree on that?
No, I think that's a very perfect list.
Okay. Now I want to talk about some teams who won two championships. So I call those semi dynasties. At number 16, give me the 73 to 76 Celtics who won two championships and went to two finals. At 15, give me the 71 to 73 Dolphins who won two championships and went to three Super Bowls. At 14, give me the 71 to 78 Cowboys won two Super Bowls, went to four. At 13, you know they won more championships than this, but they didn't have the Super Bowl this time. The 66 to 67 Packers won the two Super Bowls and won both of them. At 12, give me Peyton Manning from 2006 to 2015, won the two Super Bowls and won two. At 11, give me the 2005 to 2010 Steelers, won two Super Bowls and won to three. At 10, give me the 69 to 73 Knicks, won two finals, 1 to 3. At 7, give me the 97 to 98 Broncos, 1 to 2, 1 2. At 8, give me the 27 to 2011 Giants, 1 to 2, 1 2. At 7, give me a King from 85 to 95, 1 to 2. 1 to 2 finals and 1 to 3 finals and 1 2. I could have just said 94 95 though. 87 to 90 Pistons went to 3-1-2. Kobe and Gasol Lakers went to 3-1-2. From 07 to 2010. KD and Curry Warriors went to 3-1-2 from 2016 to 2019. Number 3, give me the Heat from 2010 to 2014. Went to 4-1-2. At 2, give me the Lawrence Taylor Giants from 86 to 90. Went to 2-1-2. And then number 1, give me Ray Lewis led the Ravens from 2000 to 2012. Went to 2-1-2. It had some historical great defenses in between. I guess Nico, you got anything to say about this list?
It's a perfectly great list.
Top 5 NBA players since 1999. And then I guess if anybody wants to go after that, we're going to switch it up. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to switch it up after this. You know, I didn't include this season because it's very, 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 very early in the year.
NBA.
Yes. So for the 99-2000 season, my honorable mention is Jason Kidd. But at 5, I have Karl Malone. 4, I have Allen Iverson. 3, I have Kevin Garnett. 2, I have Tim Duncan. And 1, I have Shaq. For the 2000 to 2001 season, honorable mention is Vince Carter. At 5, I have Kobe. At 4, I have Chris Webber. At 3, I have Tim Duncan. At 2, I have Allen Iverson. At 1, I have Shaq. For the 2001-2002 season, honorable mention is Dirk Nowitzki. But at 5, I have Jason Kidd. At 4, I have Chris Webber. At 3, I have Tim Duncan. At 2, I have Kobe. At 1, I have Shaq. For the 2002-2003 season, at 5, I have honorable mention is Jason Kidd. At 5, I have Tracy McGrady. At 4, I have Kevin Garnett. At 3, I have Shaq. At 2, I have Kobe. At 1, I have Tim Duncan. For the 03-04 season, honorable mention is Tracy McGrady. And at 5, I have Jason Kidd. At 4, I have Tim Duncan. 3, I have Shaq. 2, I have Kobe. 1, I have Kevin Garnett. The 2004-2005 season, honorable mentions Kevin Garnett and Steve Nash. At 5, I have LeBron for that season. At 4, I have Allen Iverson. At 3, I have Dirk Nowitzki. At 2, I have Shaq. And at 1, I have Tim Duncan. Now, for the 2005-2006 season, honorable mentions is Tim Duncan and Steve Nash. But at 5, I have Shaq. At 4, I have Dirk Nowitzki. At 3, I have LeBron. At 2, I have Kobe Bryant. And at 1, I have Dwayne Wade. I know people are not going to like that. The Kobe versus D Wade for 06. For 2007, honorable mentions are Carmelo Anthony and Gilbert Arenas. At number 5, I have Steve Nash. Number 4, I have Dirk. Number 3, I have Tim Duncan. Number 2, I have Kobe. And number 1, I have LeBron. Now for 07-08, honorable mentions Tim Duncan. But at 5, I have Kevin Garnett. At 4, I have Dwight Howard. At 3, I have Chris Paul. At 2, I have LeBron. And at 1, I have Kobe. You know, this is going to be a hot take for a lot of people. 08-09, honorable mentions Chris Paul. At 5, I have Dirk. At 4, I have Dwight Howard. At 3, I have Dwayne Wade. 2, LeBron. Kobe once again at number 1. 2009-2010, honorable mentions Dirk and Carmelo Anthony. But at 5, is Dwight Howard. 4, Kevin Durant. 3, Dwayne Wade. 2, LeBron. 1, Kobe. You know, for 2011, honorable mentions Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade. 5, I have Derrick Rose. 4, I have KD. 3, I have Kobe. And you know, because LeBron blew it with a more talented team, I'm putting him number 2 for that season, and Dirk number 1 just based off of how he performed in number 1 truth. Now 2011-2012, and honorable mention Dwight Howard. At 5, Chris Paul. 4, Dwayne Wade. 3, Kobe. 2, KD. Number 1, LeBron. 2012-2013, honorable mention Tim Duncan. 5 would be Chris Paul. 4 would be Dwayne Wade. 3 would be KD. 2 would be Kobe. Number 1 would be LeBron. 2013-2014, honorable mention Stephen Curry. 5, Dwight Howard. 4, James Harden. 3, Chris Paul. 2, Kevin Durant. And 1, LeBron. 2014-2015, honorable mention Kevin Durant because he got hurt. 5, Chris Paul. 4, Anthony Davis. 3, James Harden. 2, Stephen Curry. 1, LeBron. 2015-2016, honorable mentions James Harden, Damian Lillard, and Chris Paul. At 5, give me Russell Westbrook. At 4, Kawhi. 3, Kevin Durant. 2, Stephen Curry. 1, LeBron. For the 2015-2016 season, based on LeBron in the playoffs, it was amazing. Honorable mentions for the 2016-2017, Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis. At 5, give me James Harden. At 4, give me Kawhi. 3, Curry. 2, KD. 1, LeBron. 2017-2018, honorable mention Chris Paul. 5, Anthony Davis. 4, James Harden. 3, Stephen Curry. 2, Kevin Durant. 1, LeBron James. 2018-2019, honorable mention James Harden. At 5, Giannis. At 4, Curry. At 3, KD. At 2, LeBron because of his injuries. And 1, Kawhi. 2019-2020, honorable mentions Jimmy Butler, James Harden, Jokic. 5, give me Luka. 4, give me Kawhi. 3, give me Giannis. 2, give me AD. And 1 is LeBron. 2020-2021, honorable mentions Luka, Anthony Davis, and Jokic. 5, give me Kawhi. 4, give me Stephen Curry. 3, KD. 2, LeBron. And 1, Giannis. Honorable mentions for the 2021-2022 season is Kawhi and Jokic. 5 is KD. 4 is LeBron. 3 is Luka. 2 is Giannis. 1 is Curry. Honorable mentions for the 2022-2023 season Jimmy Butler. Number 5 is Curry. Number 4 is LeBron. 3 is Giannis. 2 is Luka. 1 is Jokic. In this upcoming season that just happened, got Jason Tatum as an honorable mention. But at 5, I have Curry. At 4, I have LeBron. 3, I have Giannis. 2, I have Luka. And 1, I have Jokic. I guess, Nico, do you have anything that you think should be different?
No, I think it's perfect. I mean, something I wouldn't remember, but I think from the last 5 years, I would agree.
Okay. Well, what do you think should be different?
Well, honestly, I don't. I think everything should be different because I don't like. I need to jog my memory back that far. But like for the last 5 years, for all the things you said, I agree.
Okay. Does anybody else have any topics they want to talk about? Okay. Oh yeah, you can go.
Yeah, that
Oh, you want to go on the camera?
Yes.
Okay.
The other room's open.
I know. We already started.
Unfortunately, I know. I should have told you earlier. It's my fault. I hate this room so much. Right, introduce yourself.
Hello. Hello, my name is Sun Lee. Nice to meet you all. Generally speaking, well, this is probably my first podcast, but I do have some things to say.
Oh God, this should not.
Though I do not really have much. I do want to say that I do want to discuss what we as humanity should do for those who we are against. No. It's not a cliche. Constantly condemn them. I understand why we think condemning is a good thing, but we also need to get to the root, if you know what I mean. The root, as in, what should we do to them? We should help them understand what they did wrong, and then punish them. It depends on, well, I can't really list a specific punishment because it can depend on the severity of the problem. What I mean by help is that we should help people understand what they did wrong, because learning mistakes is a very important part of learning from yourself and the others. I see numerous videos condemn others. Same for a lot of internet posts in general. Frequently condemn rather than without also helping them understand the severity of their problem. It's not really that simple, but if we can help them become better at what they did, then surely the progress of the help can proceed to the destined way. My central point is that people have excuses. Again, it does not mean justifying. It just means that they often are put in a situation where they have to commit extremes due to their situation. They don't always do it. They don't simply do it for fun. Reminds me of the time when Osama bin Laden bombed in 9/11 due to a revenge for what the U.S. did to Iraq and the Middle East. It's not like Osama wanted to kill people for no reason. Again, that does not excuse what he did. Learning about the history of the conflict is important because we can also understand their root cause among others. Of course, this is a controversial opinion. One does not simply become a bad person. One needs simple guidance in order to help others. And we must not simply be mistake-friendly because humanity has learned from severe mistakes, even the harsh ones.
Fire John Harbaugh. So remember, fire John Harbaugh is no chance.
Historically, the Greeks ostracized because they feared the person becoming too powerful. Not for a different agenda. When the ostracized took the time, the Greeks welcomed them back as if nothing happened. But nowadays, the ostracism of cancel culture is often deemed mistake-unfriendly. Canceling people over things that are easily fixable, along with forgetting about the fact that we humans can make mistakes.
What do you think is the biggest cause of cancel culture, and what do you think is the biggest problem with cancel culture?
The problem is, there is no way to monitor it. It can vary from place to place. And even if you do have the cameras, it will be really expensive to track all of it down.
But what do you think we can do to make the cost of living more affordable?
You gotta get Jay Conrad into this.
The cost of living more? Let me think about that.
Yeah, more
Gotta Jay
affordable.
Conrad.
Because there's things that can be done for that too.
We can give full loans instead of partial loans to those who need a home. Because partial loans have proven to be problematic since they cause debt, high amounts of debt.
Also, I guess this would probably be a question for everybody. What do y'all think about mental health?
It's good to talk
Mental
about.
awareness. What do you think are the good things to talk about mental health?
Like how you can improve your mental health and all that. And
Yeah, but what specifically?
How we can heal our mental health?
Yeah, like how we can heal from it. Because I've had to heal from heartbreak in my life too. Like one thing I've healed from is like fake friends, for example. I've had to heal from that crap every day.
What about you, Trey? What are your thoughts on mental health?
And remember, girls are nicer than guys too in high school.
Nico, not
Sorry.
that.
Do you think there should be more conversations about mental health and mental well-being?
I think so.
And what is your reason why you think so? That's true.
A lot of the school shootings are often due to poor mental health and extremely easy access to guns.
What do you think can be done to prevent those school shootings?
We should give very strong gun laws, not just to check the criminal record, but to also thoroughly check their mental health. We should also teach emotional health in schools in order to help people understand many cues and how things are more complex than they seem on the surface.
What about you, Nico?
About
Tiger, what do you think should be done to prevent gun laws in school, prevent school shootings?
I know what should. You think what should happen?
What should be done to prevent school shootings?
I need a strict law on how no guns are allowed like in a certain area in your schools.
What about you, Trey? What do you think should be done to prevent school shootings? Well, Tiger, what do you think should be done to prevent school shootings? Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That's
Jay
really
Conrad,
good.
that was
Yeah, we
very-
need, although the problem is a lot of backpacks in general have metal in them, so an X-ray would be more sufficient in my opinion.
What are your other topics?
Regarding education, yeah, I have several problems regarding education.
Yeah, continue your topic.
Hmm.
What topics you have?
The history of the gun laws in the United is not just the school shootings. Gun laws in general are not strong in the United States of America. It all originates during George Washington's rule when he ordered people to have guns or to defend themselves from danger. Problem is, they are not always relevant in all places of America, not to mention their extreme ease of access once you hit a certain age. I also think that gun safety in general is important to learn about, since many can often be injured due to malpractice of gun usage or simply not taking playing with the gun like it's a toy.
That's never okay.
Guns in general can be used to protect, but we must ensure that those who want a gun follow all the safety procedures and meet the requirements, such as the mental health being healthy, their physical health being great, along with making sure that those with emotional issues will never lay their hands on a gun. Should they break the law, a fine of $10,000 will be ensued on the first offense. On the second offense, you will get up to 5 years in jail. At the third offense, you get probation and 10 years in jail. Wait a minute. Actually, you know what? Maybe the hefty fines are fine, because the stronger the punishment, the less likely people will be likely to commit it.
Do you have more topics?
Illegal immigration.
Okay.
Illegal immigration has been very problematic, not just in the United States, but also Europe as well. The main problem with the Biden administration revoking all of the law that Trump made is that without the border patrol, a lot of immigrants with criminal records have extremely easy access to the United States. One Turkish person even stated that Americans should be worried about how easy it is to cross the borders, because there is no telling whether that person is good or not. Even from numerous countries, such as numerous Latin American countries, China, India, the Middle East, and a lot of other places, can go through the border without even a visa or at least a checkup. Because of this, they have reaped much stronger benefits than the tax-paying citizens of the United States of America. This has resulted in many disapproving of the Biden administration's ideas of free immigration, along with the fact that they deem it unfair how they, the taxpayers, could not even get enough money to pay for the new houses after the hurricane, and yet they often give it to the illegal immigrants and other countries. Without the taxpayers, they would not even be able to even help the other countries in the first place. Or they would be in larger debt, possibly leading to more internal conflicts. Debt is already a huge problem here in the United States. And one woman criticized Kamala Harris for not taking immigration policy seriously enough when her daughter was killed by an illegal immigrant. A lot of illegal immigrants rape and kill those American civilians. According to the soft white underbelly, an illegal immigrant knows paid his taxes and works fairly. While
I have a question. Like, what are all the sources that are you getting this from? What are the sources you're getting this from?
The news.
What you said about the immigrants.
Numerous news sources.
Are you getting it from anything else other than that?
Well, I also heard. Also YouTube.
YouTube can be per se. That's news sources can be correct, but sometimes they don't really tell the full story. You should look into articles and things of that nature.
Yeah, I do read. Yeah, I also read articles.
Like reliable articles, reliable sources. Library sources.
Academic.
Yes, academic sources. But continue.
Okay.
If you have any more. Or is that all you've been looking for now?
I know. I just need a bit more time.
That's cool. That's where it transitions. Very good. Very good. You ready to speak?
The problem with
Topic? I guess it's oh, you got one more thing to say?
the problem with using news sources is that they often put parts of the story, but not the whole story. They are also not deemed as accurate as academic sources, since they are not often peer-reviewed and can often lead to internal conflicts of information, making it very difficult to decide which is true and which is not true. Academic sources are often deemed the most accurate of all the sources, although there is still a chance of them putting biased information that further increases their agenda.
Well, there's always a chance of bias information.
Yeah. Academic
it's
sources.
It's less likely academic sources. Because it's always somebody always has a perspective. It's always his side of the story, her side of the story, and then somewhere down the middle, it's the truth. It's always like that with any information.
Academic sources have been proved to be reliable, and many researchers still use academic sources because they do not believe in lying to their audience. They believe in solely speaking the truth. They believe in solely speaking the truth and giving reliable information that everyone can use, whether it will be for a project, news, or any public speech, along with addressing some things that would otherwise be inaccurate, given that the academic sources have not been presented to them yet. I have one more regarding the European immigration crisis. A lot of the illegal immigrants are from parts of Africa and most of all the Middle East. Many countries in Europe often face a huge influx of Middle Eastern migrants, with the main problem being that since they come from different cultures, the Muslim immigrants often force their beliefs and force the country to adopt to their culture despite not being from here in the first place. There are also numerous protests regarding the illegal immigration, and often the civilians cooperate with the government to help root out the immigrants causing the high rates of crime. One particular exception is Poland. Dominik Tarczynski made a rule that no illegal immigration will be allowed in Poland. Historically, Poland has been invaded numerous times, and a lot of people have been killed, so Poland refuses to make that mistake again. Despite the EU forcing Poland to adopt their strategy, Poland still remains number one in lack of any debt. A lot of citizens also find Poland safe because of the hybrid security measures. Although there is debate on the protection because Dominik Tarczynski recently announced that he will kill illegal migrants who try to enter Poland for the protection of the Polish civilians. Many disagree with the decision, and think that communication is better. Although it can be hard to communicate if you do not understand the language of the said migrants. There might be a chance they might know some English due to English classes in their country, but then again, not all. It can be uncertain with their proficiency in the language, and communication is often key because if you don't have proper communication, it's really difficult. It's really difficult to come up with the negotiations. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, but I guess what are your thoughts on that topic you just said? What is your opinion on it?
My opinion is that countries should have the right to protect their own country. Countries should have the right to protect their people and borders, because without safety, there will be a lot of chaos and huge debt trying to fix the broken countries and cover the medical expenses of the people.
Yes, Trey, this is your turn. What topic do you have? You stay right there for now.
The role of art in social change.
I'm curious about it.
The role of art in social change. I mean, art has been around for a long time. Different types of art. You have people who make designs, things of that nature. You have people who sing, people who rap. So, what type of art specifically were you talking about?
Any type of art.
It really helps, involves people. You really get to see What's your opinion? What you say?
Her art is highly subjective, and as it can appeal to different types of people. Also, there's often debate on whether or not art artists should be credited for hard work.
What are your thoughts on what you say?
I don't agree with that. No,
What are your thoughts on art?
I think it's a good class.
He's referring to art in general.
Yeah, well, okay, art in general is good, yeah.
And what is your reason for that?
Yeah.
What is your reason for that art is good?
Is it because it's stylized?
No, I just think it's a good. I think it's just a fun class. I feel. Well, I think it's stylized. Yeah, I think it's stylized.
Because of the. It's also because of the infinite possibilities, only limited by your imagination that you can depict.
I don't think so. You don't really pick though.
Trey, what's your next topic?
The mentality, toughness of elite athletes.
You gotta be mentally tough. When you feel you get in, you gotta feel like you are the baddest. You know what on the planet. So almost every athlete believes that they're the best, at least the best at their position. So if you play point guard, you're like, ain't no point guard better than you. You play quarterback, ain't no quarterback better than you. You play quarterback, most likely believe you're the best player in the world. Things of that nature. You gotta have the mentality of can't nobody beat me in the sport that I play. And all you look at it, like me, I've been at play-by-play sports broadcasting camps. I was one of the big superstars there. I was a sportscaster. I had the #1 solo show on that network. And I was in high school, so I only had half the time the other dudes had. Overall, my show was barely only got second place because of guys who had more views than me. Because they would do it all day, but they were an organization, At the end of the day, an organization can always be one man. For the most part, I usually do doing solo broadcasts, and sometimes my cousin will come on. But I still have more music into the American thing. Then I, radio intern at Power 4.4, and I did so well that, people in this building wanted me to take over the spot, which I wound doing. Now I got radio equipment, and we're called Air Force Radio Network. This is an internet radio station that I created, but my official job title is professional media coordinator / professional media supervisor. I'm one of the youngest, if not the youngest, in this position. Got a position at 20, just turned 21. So yeah, I'm a pro in media. So of course, officially a pro in media. So of course, I'm a day nobody really can outdo me. Where I can beat anybody who's in the field, because it's very hard in a position like this, especially a leader position. It's almost like the equivalent of being a point guard in the NBA team and a quarterback in the NFL team. It's really hard to get a spot like that. You gotta be one-on-one in a spot like that. Yes, y'all two can answer his question. What was your question again? So they can answer it.
The mentality, toughness of athletes.
Oh, Nico, you should know this. The mentality and toughness of athletes.
Toughness of athletes is like how they work out and like they get better and they learn from their mistakes and all that.
But how do they learn from their mistakes?
Learn from mistakes by not doing the same thing over and over again instead of change other things.
What do they change?
Like if they can't like bat well, then they'll change how they bat. Or if they can't like field well, they'll change their fielding thing.
What are your thoughts on what he said?
On athletes being tough,
Yeah.
I think athletes should also be careful because of the high risks of concussion to the brain. It doesn't always have to be strong concussions. It can also be weak concussions, depending on the physical contact. I also think regarding football, I also think that it should not involve tackling because concussions have been proven to damage the brain. Some of it even irreversible.
Yeah, that's true. Sure, where's your next topic?
The future of sports medication.
I think the more we advance in technology, the more modern day medicine will help athletes return to the field very, very, very quickly. But it might get to the point to where people will think they're taking PEDs or with how fast they're returning, because I know something just happened this weekend. Mahomes got injured versus the Browns, and he's not expected to miss the whole 4 to 6 weeks. You know, obviously he played the playoffs, but some people might think, oh, he might have actually took something, and the whole time it's just modern day medicine helping him relax, helping him get healthy quicker. I guess Ego, this is right up your alley, so. Alright, can you repeat the question for me? Sure.
The future of sports medication.
The future of sports medication. Nico, what are your thoughts on the future of sports medication?
I think it's great. I agree with everything you said. It was definitely good. I'm okay right now.
Are you feeling sleepy?
No, I'm okay right now. I'm okay though. I just had a stress.
But why do you think it's good or improving?
Say it one more time.
Why do you think it's good or improving?
Improving something.
Sports medication.
Sports medication. I'm tired right now. I think I like sports medication because it's like if someone gets hurt, maybe using better sports medication could help them like heal quicker.
What are your thoughts on it?
I think, I think it needs to be narrowed down to a specific kind of sports medicine because it can vary. So,
Just stop, like, always be like, you just, continue.
He's on him, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Continue.
I think it can vary because sports medicine can also be like consumed medication, any rehabilitation program, and I think it'd be beneficial as long as you know what you're doing and what you need is probably diagnosed because incorrect diagnosis have been proven to be harmful in some cases. Harmful in many cases.
Well, what specific diagnosis are you talking about?
Specifically arthritis. For example, you might think it's okay to do a plank with arthritis. It's not. Instead, doing some stretches first can help alleviate the pain of the joints.
Trey, what's your next topic?
I think a topic you know.
The impact of technology in sports performance.
impact of technology on sports performance. I think it helps football players learn moves of the past. Like
Yes.
a lot of people looked at Stephen Curry's three, and a lot of people probably YouTubed it until they can get their own version. You know, that's not quite Steph Curry, but be able to be sharp shooters. It's probably help people heal a lot more. Things of that nature, to actually study and analyze the game to improve on the areas that they want to improve on. Nico, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, it's probably like to help other athletes like do like better like in their like in like the game like they're weaker in and like they gotta get better at. Like you say someone's not as good as like catching receptions, then like maybe they'll get better at that. Like Zay Flowers is great at that.
What are your thoughts on it?
Regarding the assistants,
You keep the pressure on.
The impact of technology sports. The impact of technology on sports performance.
I think it might depend. For example, technology can detect and monitor the behavior of the athletes, making sure that everyone is well behaved.
What is the next topic?
The business of sports sponsorship. It's not always supposed to be done that way.
Okay. The business of sports sponsorship.
Yeah.
I think it's really helping athletes create more generational wealth, things of that nature. That is a good thing, especially for WNBA players whose salaries aren't that big, for them to get sponsorships and endorsements so they can have enough revenue to live a comfortable life is huge. Nico, what are your thoughts on what you just said?
I would agree. Like I think living like a good life is like absolutely what you want. Like when it comes to making money, right?
Yes. What do you think, about the sponsorship?
If you're sponsored in like Nike or still in Under Armour and you have a contract with them for like 10+ years, then you can just make so much money and you can live a great life. Like you'll be like a multi-millionaire, at least worth $100 million.
What are your thoughts on athletes getting sponsorships?
I think it can be beneficial for coverage, although they might get exhausted for the sponsorships because they have to be featured frequently. Or
What are your main reasons and why you think it's beneficial?
I think it's beneficial because you can earn money, and you can earn money for the sponsorship and help the brand. Depending on your status, you can either have a positive impact on the sponsorship or a negative impact on the sponsorship.
Nico, it's your turn now.
Her?
Your topics.
Oh, my topics.
Yeah.
So like my topic is
You're gonna switch seats. So you wanna sit wherever you were sitting before, or you wanna sit right here, but you're not gonna touch anything. Are you gonna sit right here? You gonna sit right here? But yeah, don't touch anything. What are your topics?
So my topics for today. Oh wait, let me turn this on. Is this turn on?
Javonta, is his microphone turned on?
I'm not sure. It's fine. Let's go.
Did you turn on?
Yeah. Just turn it off. But yeah, tell your topics.
So my topics are about sports and how the NFL playoff race is going to shake up. So I wanted to talk to you like about what you think is going to happen What do you think's gonna happen in the next 3 weeks? Of like seating changes, like from like where they are right now.
I don't think too much is going to change. I think whoever wins this game between the Ravens and Steelers is going to win that division. Like I said weeks ago.
Yeah, I agree.
I see Kansas City holding on to the 1 seed.
Yes.
2-point lead. Buffalo's probably going to be a 2 seed.
Yep.
And then whoever wins between the Ravens and Texans will be the 3 seed, which I think the Ravens will win.
I think so too.
The fourth, yeah, you know, that's the seed right there. And then as far as the 6th seed goes, it looks like the Chargers are going to be the 6th. The Chargers and the Broncos are going to be the 6th seed, and the whoever's not the 6th seed will be the 7th seed.
Then what about the NFC?
You know, we get the Broncos again. I would love for us to get the Broncos again.
Why? Because you think we'll win a game?
We'll destroy them. Probably even worse than we did before.
What do you think the score would be? If it was 41-10 last time, what do you think it would be this time if we were to play them?
Like 45-7.
Maybe. Well, because they have a rookie QB. Do you think we beat the Chargers if we played them at home?
Yes.
Not as much though. But what about the NFC?
NFC is a 3-way monster between Detroit, Minnesota, and the Eagles for the 1 seed. I think Detroit will end up beating that because they look like the most dominant team in that conference for the most part. And I think that Buffalo game kind of proves to me why the AFC is still the more dominant conference. It's more top heavy. Right? And the NFC is just loaded with a bunch of mid to.
That's what it's been like
above
since
average
2020. I feel like.
Teams.
I feel like I agree. Like since 2020, it's been that way. What about
But really, the last 3 years. I say since
Yeah, last 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since 2022, I mean, I would totally agree. What
I think whoever wins that week 17 game between Detroit and Minnesota.
or 18, you mean?
Yeah, whoever wins the last game between Detroit and Minnesota is going to win the division. And as long as they don't lose another game, whoever wins that game is going to be the number 1 seed. But if one of them winds up losing another game, Philly could definitely get the 1 seed.
Yes.
Washington's going to be in the playoffs. Green Bay's going to be in the playoffs.
What if the Commanders had lost to the Saints? Maybe they
I
would
think the
have.
Buccaneers is going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, Falcons are poverty, but they beat the poverty.
The NFC West is really a toss up.
It's
But
really-
I think it's looking like it's going to come down to the Rams in Seattle.
I think so. I think the 49ers have literally no chance of the
I
playoffs.
would give it to the Rams. I think the Rams will make it. I think the NFC playoffs are going to be very, very, very interesting.
Yeah. What about for like, what teams of all the 14 teams that ended up making playoffs? Which of them do you think have a chance to win the Super Bowl? Because I wouldn't say all 14 have a chance to win the Super Bowl. Which teams do you think have a chance to win the Super Bowl?
If we want me to be completely honest, I think it's either going to be Kansas City or Baltimore. If I want to be honest.
No, but what about all the Super Bowl like all the teams that you think can win it all, like of all the teams?
I would
14.
say I only see Kansas City and Baltimore.
But what are other teams that
But
could win it all that you think could?
I still think it's highly unlikely. But
What other teams?
highly unlikely, but have a chance. It would be Buffalo.
Yeah, that's what.
Houston, Detroit. I
don't-
still think it's unlikely. Philly, I still think it's unlikely as good as they are. Yeah, that's probably it.
I'll give you mine. Oh man, I need low battery. I said low battery.
Okay.
Okay. I'll give you mine.
Still don't touch it. It's fine.
What I will go for is teams that I think have a chance to win the Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs, Ravens, Bills from the AFC, and from the NFC, Detroit and Philly. So I'll go for those 5. Or the Vikings are better than they were 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, I still wouldn't pick them. Right?
No, but still.
Whatever topics, whatever things you want to talk about.
Another topic I want to talk about is MLB free agency. Have you been hearing about it a lot?
What's going on in free agency?
Do you know a player named what's it called? Wait, do you know the Orioles got someone big? Do you know who Anthony Santander is?
Yes.
So like they signed Tyler O'Neill. Have you heard of him before?
Probably most likely.
Tyler O'Neill came from the Red Sox, who hit 31 home runs last year. He signed a 3-year, like $50 million deal with the Orioles, about like 10 days ago, on December 7th. And since he's a right fielder, and Anthony Santander is most likely going to be traded. And then you got other big trades. You hear about the Juan Soto thing, right?
No.
No, that Juan Soto guy went to the Mets for like 15
Oh yeah,
years.
you told me.
Yeah. So nice fish in the New York Mets in his new threads, and he'll get getting paid until 2040 about.
Okay.
And then you have who's that big? Let me think of another one. Well, I'm surprised that the Oakland A's are spending money now. 'Cause you know they used to never spend money.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta spend money to be good at baseball.
But it depends. Like some teams are always gonna outspend you. Like the Yankees, Dodgers are always going to spend.
Yeah, and that's why they don't win series.
No, they won't always. They don't usually win it usually. But there are teams that are like,
Saying, but that's why
This
they're
year.
always good.
yeah. Well, how come? Well, the Angels are bad every year and they spend a lot too.
And the Angels don't know how to execute talent. They had Otani and Mike Trout, and they still couldn't make the.
But they
playoffs.
spend a ton of money. You agree, right?
Yeah, they
They
still
do.
couldn't make the playoffs with Otani and Mike
But they
Trout.
spend all the money in the universe because they're a big market. Who else? You know who's a good team that doesn't spend a lot of the Rays.
Yeah, I mean it's rare.
But you see other teams, the Guardians, Orioles are becoming that. Brewers. You see that those small market teams
Yeah.
don't spend a lot. You don't have
Orioles
to.
gotta do it in the playoffs though.
They got to do it in the playoffs, but they definitely are a team that doesn't always spend. They're gonna spend more now, and it looks like they already have. What's another topic? Let's talk about the CFP that starts on Friday, the college football playoff. Did you forget
No, I have Oregon winning it all.
again? But you need to make a bracket on ESPN.
Yeah, if I have time, but I have Oregon winning the championship. They've been undefeated all season. They look dominant all season.
What of these quarterfinal games or no, not quarterfinals, first round games are the most exciting because you know they're on campus, right?
Yeah, yes, I know.
What do you think of these games Friday, Saturday are the best?
Give me a matchup.
Oh man, the Wi-Fi doesn't work, so I can't. I'm gonna really try to think of it. Do you remember who's playing? I'm trying to remember. I need to remember.
I have Oregon winning the national championship.
Me too.
Oh,
I also think Georgia could win it all too.
what are your thoughts about the whole Alabama thing?
I don't-
Alabama?
No, that's for football.
Oh.
The Alabama, not the state.
I know.
But I don't know why they didn't make the CFP. Who do they put ahead of them? Again?
A couple years ago they
Last year, I thought.
made
Or Florida
the college football playoffs where you could argue they probably shouldn't have made it.
When was that? I don't know if I remember that.
And I think they wound up either going to the national championship or winning it. And it was very, very, very extremely controversial. So we can finally
Click on
say
NCAA.com.
they weren't being
Here, go down the
considered.
bracket. Okay, now I see it. Keep going down. Go all the way down to the full scale.
I know.
No, not that. We don't care about the CFP. We just care about this. No, keep going up. More.
No.
Yeah, now. So, Indiana, Notre Dame, SMU, Penn State, Clemson, Texas, Tennessee, and Ohio State. Those are good games.
Give me Notre Dame over Indiana.
Notre Dame over Indiana.
Give me Penn State over SMU. Although I would rather have Alabama over SMU, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, but they should have beaten Clemson, but they were so dumb they couldn't win that game. If they'd won, then Alabama would have made it.
Give me Texas over Clemson. And give me Ohio State over Tennessee, which means that Oregon will play Ohio State. Give me Oregon in that game, which means Georgia will play Notre Dame. Give me Georgia in that game, which means Boise State will play Penn State. Actually, give me Penn State.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Arizona State would play Texas. Give me Texas in that game. Then
You got the 5 and 6 winning, and then you got the 1 and wait, no, then who would?
yeah, then Oregon would play Penn State. Give me Oregon. Then Georgia would play Texas again, a rematch.
Of that SEC.
That would be one game. But give me Georgia.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
And then give me Oregon to win it all.
I agree. I would agree with all of that. I'll make my own bracket on ESPN tomorrow, and I'll get 2. I can make up to 2 brackets. You know that ESPN bracket challenge? I need to do that.
Yeah, I just told you my bracket.
Yeah, well, I agree with that.
Well,
What else?
Another topic here.
Let me think. You watch college basketball? Have you done it recently? I've been watching a lot, but I need to watch it more. There have been a lot of upsets early on.
A little bit. I know that Juju Watkins right now is looking like the best player in,
I thought Cooper Flag was.
in female college basketball. As far as I know Maryland is in female college basketball. Started off 10-0.
Wow. I mean, they're usually very good.
And then you also got Mills college
Real high
basketball.
school.
Oh, but you know, over the past couple of years, and it might be because of over the past, I want to say year going on 2 years.
What's been going on?
Over the past year, maybe 2 years, women's college basketball has been getting more views
Yeah, I know.
than men's college basketball.
That's good. Because I like girls.
More views, more recognition than nature.
What are the scores on it? That's today?
Stay on camera,
Yeah. Well, South Carolina's playing today. Look, go up there. I hope South Carolina wins.
Oh yeah, they're
Why-
playing number 25 Clemson.
Why do you think I want South Carolina to win? Do you want to know why?
Because you're a South Carolina fan.
But why? Do you know why I'm a South Carolina fan?
Why you're a South Carolina?
Because my crush goes there.
You're loud, bro.
You say?
You're loud.
My love of my life, Kathleen Majorana. Shout out to Kathleen. I love you.
You know you're saying it's loud.
I know. They don't know who she is though. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm a big South Carolina fan for my beautiful crush that went to my high school. Beautiful blonde, tall blonde girl.
Wow.
What about well, NBA I've been watching, so I don't know if we can talk about. There's really not really anything else really. What about?
I made some NBA rankings. I mean, I haven't got into them yet, but
Got a lot of good. 2025. I need to look.
you know, I made NBA rankings, so yeah, we can talk about the NBA a little bit.
I haven't watched too much though.
But as far as
Oh my gosh.
the women, as far as the women's basketball, my favorite team is USC because
USC and what? Basketball?
yes.
University of
because-
Southern California.
Yes, because of Juju Watkins.
Oh, because of, I thought you were thinking because of Jay Kama goes there.
Because of Juju Watkins, you know, currently the best women's college basketball player in the nation. Do you think college athletes should get paid, and why do you think?
Of course, I think so because
What is your reasoning?
I think that when you get to when playing sports in high school, you know that is it's not rare though, but like you can play in high school, but in college like that's almost impossible to be like a college like sports player. So I think they absolutely should be paid at least $1 million a year.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to get to the
Oh
college
yeah, I mean,
level.
I had at least 15 people in my class play in college. Oh
You know,
yeah,
Gonzaga's always been good.
they never win at all. They made the tournament every year though.
Yeah, I didn't win it one time.
They never won, I don't think, but they've been the championship. Like
Well, they at least been there.
like they
Tennessee's
like
undefeated.
2021.
Auburn's pretty good. Houston the past couple years have been good.
Oh yeah.
Duke is always good. Iowa's good right now. Alabama the past couple years is good. Kansas has been good. Things of that nature. But it's too early to tell in the men's side. But I think on the women's side, Maryland looks really good. And UNBC, with Juju Watkins and that nature. South Carolina's always there. And that nature.
I have a question. Is it complex to keep track of the schedules regarding sports?
Yeah, there's a lot of different sports that goes on around the world, so it can be
All in
complex.
America, I can like keep track of that. Like I always watch that a lot.
What about international sports in other countries?
I mean, I guess
Sure.
soccer is like the most one, or cricket. No, soccer, like I don't really watch though. I mean, if it's a World Cup, maybe, but I usually do not watch soccer. I watch way more American football because it's my favorite sport in the world.
Do you participate in it?
Me, I mean, I don't like. No, I watch those things. If I play any sports, it's only cross country.
Okay. I remember you told me that in college.
Yeah. I used to do that. What sport did you do?
I didn't really do any sports, although I did do soccer when I was younger. Not in high school though. Although I kind of wish I did sometimes though.
Oh, what made you want to do the sport?
Oh, I was just curious and wanted to do something.
That's good. So,
I'll wait for Javon to come back.
oh my god.
Let's not touch his stuff. Okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna just stretch. So the best team in the world is Oh, I just see closes. Today we're gonna talk about Kathleen Majorana. Okay.
Whatever topics you have.
I think that's. Let me think. There might be another one. But
Can I finish my explanation of why I joined soccer?
Yeah.
yeah, do that.
I joined soccer because I thought it would be interesting to run and catch the ball.
Or you mean kick the ball? There's no
Yeah.
passing.
Catch. Yeah, kick.
And why did you think it would be fun to run and kick the ball?
Because it gave me a motive to put in a goal. Of course, I was overweight back then, so it wasn't really for me. But now I'm not overweight anymore.
How did you lose your weight? How did you get down to a certain amount of weight? What did you do?
I stopped eating excessive food.
Did you work out?
I just mainly dieted, and then I worked out later.
Okay. What type of workouts did you do?
Calisthenics.
Okay. How long did you work out until you were able to lose a significant amount of weight?
It took about 2 years. I was mainly dieting, so.
Dang, you don't have anything else? You don't have one more thing?
So I don't think I have anything else to.
Okay, so I guess I will close out these last couple of minutes. My topics, top 5 NFL individual core teams to never win a Super Bowl. At number, honorable mention, give me the 1984 Miami Dolphins. At 5, give me the 2016-11 Falcons, who went 8-5, who had a very explosive offense, had a 28-3 lead in Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, they blew that lead, Super Bowl 51. they'll forever be memed for blowing that lead in the Super Bowl. And number 4, give me the 2002 Raiders, another explosive offense. Really a dominant team in the AFC. Really a very good team even in 2000, 2001. Almost beat the Patriots in the divisional round. Went to the AFC Championship game against the 2000 Ravens. And wound up going up against another all-time great defensive team in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a loser. 2 years before they went up against an all-time great defensive team, the Ravens, and then the Patriots, a very great defensive team as well. So 3 defensive teams, two all-time great defensive teams, and 1 borderline all-time great defensive team with who went on to be an all-time great quarterback, Tom Brady, and they wound up not getting the job done. Unfortunately for them. Number 3, the 1999 Tennessee Titans. I believe they won 13 games. They wound up not winning the division because the Jaguars won every game that season except for when they played Tennessee. So the Titans beat them twice in the regular season, and then they wound up beating them a 3rd time in the AFC Championship game. And then they played the Showtime Rams, one of the greatest offenses of all time. Almost took them to overtime, but they wound up being tackled at the 1-yard line and losing that game. And number 2, actually give me the 2022 Eagles. They won 14 games, but when they were healthy, they looked like they were going to be a 16-game team. They were by far the best team in the NFC. Explosive offense. And they wound up having multiple 10-point leads against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but wound up losing late in the 4th quarter. They had a questionable call towards the end in that Super Bowl. But a great team. Jalen Hurts could have been MVP if he was healthy for those couple of weeks. And then at number 1, give me the 2015 Carolina Panthers, who went 15-1, only lost to the Falcons in the regular season, dominated the NFC in the playoffs, but wound up going against an all-time great defensive team in the Denver Broncos, which wound up being their demise, which wound up causing them to lose in the Super Bowl. Okay. But Nico, what are your thoughts on the individual teams I just broke down to you that I have? What are your thoughts on that? As far as the 5 greatest individual cores I had winning, going to the Super Bowl, or not winning the Super Bowl, but I think most of, if not all of them, went to.
I would totally agree with that. I feel like the 2022 Eagles still could have won the whole thing,
Yes.
I mean, when you have that guy saying, go, son! Who was the running back that year? I forget. It was not Saquon Barkley.
Who you talking about, the Eagles?
In 2022.
It was like Miles Sanders or somebody.
Oh, wait, but he was playing for the Panthers now, right?
Yes.
Miles Sanders. He's good.
Now, I'm going to say the core teams that never won the Super Bowl, so it's a stretch. So, the 2019 to, I guess, current day 49ers, or at least the 2023 49ers,
because
at 5, they went to see 2 Super Bowls. They just wound up going up against Mahomes and the Chiefs, and they did not pull through. At 4, the 2001 to 2004 Philadelphia Eagles, I believe they went to about 3 or 4 NFC Championship games. Finally went to the Super Bowl, and then they lost in the Super Bowl. And the 49ers team I just mentioned, I think, went to 3 NFC Championship games as well. Number 3, the 2011 to 2013 49ers, they went to 3 NFC Championship games and went to a Super Bowl, and they lost. They should have got blown out, but it wound up being somewhat competitive because of, Beyonce. And, at 2, give At 2, give me the 1969 to 1976 Minnesota Vikings, who went to 4 Super Bowls and lost all 4, unfortunately. But they went to a lot of championship games, won some conference championship games, things of that nature. But they just couldn't get it done in the big game. They got blown out in the big game several times.
Were all the blowouts?
Most if not all of them, were blowouts, unfortunately, for the Minnesota Vikings. So unfortunate. And then number 1, you already know what's number 1. You should already be able to tell what's number 1. It's the Buffalo Bills from 1990 all the way up until 1993. They went to 4 Super Bowls in a row, and they lost all 4 Super Bowls, unfortunately for them. Yes, and to close out, I believe I have 1, maybe 2 more topics for you guys. 1 to 2 more topics. And the next topic is going to be about top 10 defensive teams in NFL history. And yes, I'm going to give y'all guys my top 10 defensive teams of all time. Then shortly after that, I might have enough time to give y'all my top 10 offensive teams of all time. But at 10, I had the 2015 Broncos. At 9, I had the 2013 Seahawks. At 8, I had the 2008 Steelers. At 7, I have the 1996 Giants. At 6, I have the 1990 Giants. At 5, I have the 1972 Dolphins. At 4, I have the 1975 Steelers. You know, I'm picking teams that won the Super Bowl. At 3, I had the 2002 Buccaneers. At 2, I had the 1985 Bears. And at 1, I had the 2000 Ravens. Nico, you got any push on that? You got any other opinions on that? And then next, I got the top 5 offenses ever. Honorable mentions: the 89 49ers, the 2022 Chiefs, and the 2020 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At 5, the 1998 Broncos. At 4, the 1994 49ers. At 3, the 2009 Saints. At 2, the 1999 Rams. You know, I wanted to bring offensive teams in there, so I got the 2019 Chiefs as the greatest offense ever. I know some of that is definitely debatable, but some things that one thing I've been working on is, you know, I have different versions of the freestyle that I did. It's no longer a freestyle. I guess it's a rap, but I guess I'll show y'all the second version of the freestyle. I did the first version last time, so this one is going to be the second version to close out. Well, we're going to have version 2 in a little bit, but it's been a great show.
Goodbye, Javon. Goodbye, birthday, Javon.
Okay. Or I might do that next time.
Oh my Josh.
Yeah, you mention him. You mention him all the time. But yes, you know what? I think I got a little. I got a little bit of time. I could.
Here? Always
But yeah, overall,
Yeah, January 7th.
we're still building, we're still growing, and flowing. As you see, over here, I'm like the point where I get everything flowing and going. I get everybody flowing and going, and keep this train moving. Keep this train moving, and keep everything grooving. I'm a floor general per se. I'm like the quarterback of an NFL team, or like a point guard of an NBA team. Oh hey, people follow my energy. But I guess a question that I got for y'all would be, what do y'all like most about? What do y'all like most about the I guess the internet radio station, the broadcast? Do y'all like get more when you give y'all best sports analysis, or do y'all like when we talk about things outside of sports, or do y'all like when we mix it up, when we give y'all a variety of stuff and we don't really know what we're going to go into today? Do y'all like the sports side, or do y'all like, or do y'all like the more of the music side, when we talk about different hip hop artists and things of that nature, or the entertainment side, where we talk about different things that's going on in the entertainment industry? I'm very, very interested in knowing y'all guys' perspectives on what you guys like the most, so we can go from there and continue to grow from there, so y'all can get the best product humanly, make the best product humanly possible. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you guys. It's all about the audience, what the audience wants, what the audience enjoys us talking about. We're growing with y'all. We're growing with y'all. Not the other way around. So what y'all want from moving forward is exactly what y'all get. You guys. But Nico,
So I'll see you guys
Nico over here, he is the sports guy, and me, I got a variety of different things.
We're just getting entertainment, right?
Yeah, but this show right here is called the King JTH Show. But yeah, I got a variety of different things that I can talk about. But you know what? I was going to do something.
I pray tomorrow that the Wi-Fi's going to be
I've been going on too much. I was going to do something a little bit fun, to end the show. But I'm gonna say that for another day. It's your host, King Vontae World. You know, you can also call me King JTH on the King JTH show. And I'm out. Peace. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all more of these games. I'm very, very, very proud of how my Ravens has played today. You know, Lamar's Lamar thrown 5 touchdown passes. Um, you know, he should really be leading the league in MVP, especially if Detroit is able to beat Buffalo this week. You know, if Buffalo want to beat Detroit, that means that anything can happen any given Sunday because you know Bills just lost to the Rams despite Allen's performance, getting 5 touchdowns, things of that nature. Cincinnati is trying to stay alive in the playoff race, although they need a lot of things to go their way. In order to do so, Washington's about to close out against New Orleans. The Jets tied the game up with Jacksonville, even though Jacksonville was up by a lot earlier on. Things of that nature. Aaron Rodgers, at least in the first half, did not have the best game, but you know, playing a lot better in at least in the fourth quarter. Overall, hasn't had the worst game, but hasn't had the best game either. He's had his moments. Ooh, Devontae Adams is about to might potentially be getting the game-winning touchdown. He definitely could have scored a touchdown right then and there. He could have scored. You know, he made one different move, one different turn while running the football. He would have scored a touchdown right then and there. Oh, the New Orleans Saints are still fighting. They're trying to tie this football game up and go into overtime with Washington. Washington started off very strong. They were up, I believe, at 1.17 and nothing to 20-7. But you know what game I can't wait for? I can't wait for the Bills and Lions game. I feel like that's going to be the best game of the week. Oh yeah, Jacksonville still has time on the clock with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Oh! The Saints just got a touchdown at the end of the fourth quarter. They're about to tie this football game up. You never know. They might want to go for 2. This would be a sad way for the Commanders to lose. This would be the second time they lost similarly. Because, like, I remember that Dallas game where that field goal kicker missed the extra point that would have tied the football game. You know, Dallas wound up scoring again and wound up winning. It'd be very disappointing if the Commanders lose this football game, especially because how they started and how good they looked throughout the first quarter, throughout the first two to 3 quarters. Wow. am very, very, very shocked. Yeah, well, I'm glad my Ravens won. We're 8-5. I wish we would have made some more field goals. We'd be, probably have 12 wins or something like that, or at least 11. We'd be leading the AFC North. But the Commanders, they sneak away with the victory as the Saints were not able to get the 2-point conversion. They went for the win instead of trying to side things up. The Commanders looking nice at with a 9-5 record as they make a playoff push in the NFC. But yeah, like I like so I know sports is still my main thing, but I've been covering a lot of different things. And then, like, main things I cover is sports, music, entertainment. Key, that this SME shirt. And right now, I can't see it. But my official job title is, was my mic on? My official job title though is professional media coordinator / professional media supervisor. I might be the youngest, as people are usually in their mid to late 20s or even in their 30s when they get a position like that. Yeah, so I hope y'all guys can hear me. Oh yeah, Kansas City is gonna beat Cleveland. They're gonna go to 13-1, man. Can somebody beat Kansas City? Somebody. Yeah, we need somebody to get a dub in Kansas City. Like somebody. Yeah, this Bills and Lions game is huge. Okay.
teams that have lost so many. Each has lost 7 one-score games. They have a couple wins in one-score games. Doug Peterson, his future, it's the elephant in the room. What will happen to him, the general manager, after this season? A multi-year contract in his 3rd season. Disappointing records from these teams, but a heck of a game today. Third and a yard. Jones throwing. And it's intercepted by Sauce Gardner. The second pick thrown by Jones today. And for Gardner, his first of the season. Shut the door. The defense of the Jets responds. A perfect job. Watch Sauce Gardner. He's just going to split the 2 vertical routes, and he's playing them both. Watch him split these 2, little switch route, and sitting back there in the deep third and take that ball away. Overthrow to Parker Washington. Ill-advised throw. On a 3rd and a yard. And the Jags are talking about some of the frustrating moments this time. The Jets hold on. It's the Jags on the short end of things.
Okay, I'm back. The Bengals are trying to stay alive for real. They trying to staying alive, staying alive. They trying to stay alive. Communication rules the nation. So does education, legislation, information, associations, organizations, and administrations. Media coordination is my occupation. When I get on the mic, it ain't nothing but obliteration.
For us in Detroit today, the two top scoring offenses in the league, Lions number 1, Bills number 2. And in terms of coming into this environment, if you're the Bills, I spoke with defensive end Greg Russo defending Jared Goff. First and foremost, they've got to, he told me, control the run game with Montgomery and Gibbs, but ultimately create negative plays on first down. Make the Lions play behind the sticks a little bit to give them more time to get to Jared Goff. And if you are Josh Allen and company coming into this environment, important for the Detroit Lions defensively in terms of those explosive plays. Carlton Davis told me plaster coverage at a premium in this game, and Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator, very concerned with situational football. Third down, red zone, 2 minutes. Allen burned him here a couple years ago on Thanksgiving in 2 minutes. He said we got to be better than him this week here today.
Stacey, it's going to be a great one. Enjoy that game. We're going to bring you kickoff in about a minute from right now. But the best finish in the early window came from the Caesars Superdome. Came down to the
Oh yeah, Jaden Daniels is definitely rookie of the year. Where do y'all think Jaden Daniels are ranked amongst quarterbacks in the National Football League. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback, arguably a top 5 quarterback this season. It just depends on what you want from other elite quarterbacks around the league. The upside of him is very high. Oh yeah, are y'all excited for this Lions Bills game that's about to happen? Oh yeah, the game we all been waiting for. I ain't gonna lie. If Mahomes is healthy, I would have to pick Chiefs and Lions be in the Super Bowl. To me, whoever gets the 1 seed in the NFC is gonna go to the Super Bowl because it's gonna be very hard winning in Detroit. I could see Philly winning in Detroit. And Minnesota is a divisional rival. Things of that nature. But it's going to be very, very difficult to win in Detroit. And same thing out the AFC, if Mahomes is healthy. Otherwise, if he's not, then I think the Ravens could get out the AFC, especially because how they play against the best teams in the league. They really only beat themselves. Like if the Ravens don't beat themselves, they have a chance. Like Lamar is on pace to have like 41 touchdown passes by the end of the season, maybe even more.
Great instinctful play by him. The ball has to go out wide, otherwise it was intercepted, and he's playing because Hamlin is out. Tracy had just talked about 3 secondary players, and that's a challenge for any team, but this young player, he's got a bright future. Jack Fox is 3rd in the league in gross average, number 1.
Also, what did y'all think about Stephen A. Smith losing that debate live to Molly? She got on him. See me, I ain't gonna tell y'all my little strategy, but I got a little strategy for stuff like that nobody ever seen in that whole entire industry. I ain't never losing a debate, especially when it comes to sports. Yeah, I picked Detroit to win this football game.
runs another one over. That's Buda Baker with a big collision there. 16-yard catch and run for Ramondre Stevenson. Drake May has already thrown 3 passes and completed all 3 for the Pats. Second and 5. Spins around and launches it long. One-on-one coverage. Over the shoulder catch by Ty Johnson. And the Bills pick up a big gain of 33 yards on their second snap.
You're going to see the motion come across the field here, but this is who we're looking at. It's man-to-man defense. You know that's what they want to live in. And Johnson just takes off. And what an incredibly cool and unique play call. Alexander, who was on the street, now starting. That's a tough matchup. They go right after a matchup that they liked.
Their third different running back coming in for their third play is Davis. Now is behind Allen and gets the handle. The rookie able to slip through one tackle and bring it close to the 30-yard line.
All right, we'll check back into the Bills in just a moment, but the Buccaneers have worked it all the way into Charger territory. Here's 3rd and 4.
Oh, I think this is going to be a good football game too. You know, Baker Mayfield has looked like a top 10 quarterback in the National Football League this season, and Justin Herbert has been on that type of level for years. This could sneakily be the best game of the week, but I think it's going to be Detroit and Buffalo. But watch out for this game.
Well, the corner's got to play this over the top, but essentially you're going to get the little rub route on the outside to McMillan. You see him attack vertically first, and then everybody just gets caught up in that traffic pattern. Wide open, easy walk-in touchdown for McMillan.
John Franklin Myers with that missed tackle. The Denver defense number 6 against the rush this season, 1st and 10. Richardson, everyone covered, flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run and right through the wickets of Jonathan Taylor. As it is incomplete. Good pressure that time from Franklin Myers. One that looked like interference, but no call. 35 as Curtis Samuel enters the Bills lineup.
The key is to keep Josh Allen caged in the pocket. He's going to have to take a timeout. You don't want him to extend plays, use his legs, and
Basically scramble and then run with the ball. His scrambles, he's looking to try to make the throw. Where he hurts defenses is when they call those design quarterback runs that we have yet to see so far in this game. 10-play the drive for the Colts. This is Richardson displaying the hand. He's got the run. Richardson.
Okay.
Touchdown.
Okay.
And the Indianapolis Colts throw down the gauntlet here in Denver. A 23-yard scamper from Richardson. And the Colts on the board early. This is such a tough play to defend because you have motion coming from
what an opening drive statement against one of the best defenses in the NFL. Denver Broncos. Anthony Richardson and the Colts bang, bang, bang down the field into the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. Josh Allen scrambling. Josh Allen waiting. Josh Allen throwing inside the 10. What an ad-lib play. The Buffalo Bills convert a 3rd and 5 into 1st and goal. Josh Allen to a team. Going to want to get on the ball in case the ball wasn't caught. Smart being prepared for situational. The Bills are going quick, and we got to bring in Philadelphia for the first time today.
Oh, yeah.
Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and
Man.
company are into the red zone. Inside handoff, and
How you think the Buffalo Bills are going to score? You think he's going to give it back to the running back? You think Josh Allen going to run it in himself, or you think he's going to throw a touchdown?
So, just outside of the one.
why don't you go up and just push the big guy?
Second and goal. That's what they got to do. Pushing.
I knew it.
Bills think he's across. Do the officials agree? Looks like they're going to spot him short.
Now it's a touchdown.
There it is. Just took a while. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Oh, I almost forgot about this game. This game could sneakily be the game of the week. Yo, this 4 o'clock time slot is a masterpiece. Beautiful work. They have some very great games. 3 games that could be some of the best games of the year.
Pittsburgh's defense has been absolutely incredible on is quarterback scrambles. They've limited their opposing quarterbacks to like 30 rushing yards on scramble plays, which is lowest in the league, and this is a big part of this offense. So a very good stop, and you got to feel like that's a win for
Yeah.
Pittsburgh on defense. Here's Jake Elliott, who's been a tremendous
The Steelers most likely had the best defense in the league. They did not allow a lot of points at all. Arguably, I should say, not maybe, arguably.
A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts in the passing game woes. Now there's a completed pass for 22 yards. Doesn't go to A.J. Brown, but Hurts puts it on Grant Calcaterra for a chunk play gain, and that led to the Eagles getting into Steelers territory and cashing in with the opening drive field goal. Philadelphia 3, Pittsburgh nothing. Next team getting closer to the red zone, it's Gerard Mayo's New England Patriots.
We got the Arizona Cardinals who is fighting for a playoff spot in the NFC. Kyler Murray has had a great season after being injured. A couple years ago it was looking like the Cardinals were on the downhill. But now they're competing in a very competitive NFC West. NFC West. Who do y'all think is going to win the NFC West? If I had to, Seattle looks very, very good, and so does the Rams.
Did they get enough room there, Jay, to attempt a field goal? Yeah, Joyce is one of the strongest legs in the NFL. His problem has been inconsistency this year, missing kicks, missed a couple inside 40, and what you're going to see, though, is Buda Baker. I mean, he gets after it from all over the field. I just love watching him play. Here he is, he's at the deep safety, but he's going to come flying up and make that play such a sure tackler. Second in the NFL on tackles from the safety position. Just really spectacular.
Wow, the Patriots look like they're striking first. Oh, they missed.
Off to the left. His seventh miss of the year. Plenty of leg, but this has been the issue all year for Joey Slye. A little bit off with the snap. He hits it well, but he hooks it. That was close. It was not necessarily directly on the main plate, so they're going to say because it was maybe on the shoulder, I guess no flag, or maybe the officials just missed it. Either way, it's a 9-yard pickup for Los Angeles. Back to Edwards with the punt for the left. And the first down. Ryan Neal, who got called up for the practice.
Justin Herbert has done an excellent job this season with protecting the football. He's only thrown one interception the whole entire season. That's very impressive. And he's definitely been one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Been a top 10 quarterback for several seasons now. You can make a strong argument that he's top 5 in the league. I think years in the past, I think he was slightly overrated, but this year he's definitely in those top 5 conversations.
So catch, and they're going to mark the football down at the Denver 48-yard line. So very quickly, second catch for Sutton, who, by the way, mentioned a tear that he's been on since week 8, 6 most rec yards of any player in the NFL. As that chemistry between he and Nix has really started to impress. Long setback is McLaughlin on 2nd and 3. Fish play McLaughlin coming off that career your game, and he is wrapped up. Zaire Franklin, who enters the day the league leader in tackles for the Colts.
Yeah, you mentioned Franklin. Both these linebackers, both Franklin and E.J. Speed, they rack up a lot of tackles. They are aggressive to the line of scrimmage, and if you just let them run and hit without getting an offensive lineman up to that next level, so they're going to make every single tackle. But you see Franklin here and Speed here. Nobody can get up to that next level.
But yeah, follow me on all socials. Follow my Action Influence Radio Network YouTube channel. We got enough followers to go live. Follow my TikTok, King Vontae World. We have enough followers to go live there. Follow my Instagram, King Vontae World is him. You already see my Facebook here. But follow my Twitch, the GOAT JTH 03.
We watched those teams in plus territory. We had this in the Lions game. Detroit from their own 41, no time to throw. The Detroit Lions have one of the best offensive lines in football, but right through it was Christian Benford. The drop for the sack was not
Creator of an internet radio station.
He comes off the edge. Lions didn't pick it up.
We got the live streams that go on. All of that.
13 on their next snap.
And I might just be the youngest professional media coordinator / professional media supervisor.
And how quickly things turn. Knicks, who had been so sure with the football, nevertheless, Colts have come to play. Opening drive touchdown, and then Zaire Franklin, one of the tackling machines in the NFL, comes away with the interception of both Knicks. 7-0 Indianapolis. Here's 2nd and 10 in the red zone for the Chargers.
Oh, all sides on Tampa Bay.
Coachman here. Especially when you're playing with players that don't get all the reps.
Prior to the ball being snapped, encouragement on the defense,
I had the question for Coach Bolton.
Oh yeah, let's see if the Lions can strike back. We know with Josh Allen striking first. And, oh, luckily the linebacker recovered that. Well, that would have looked ugly. That would have been not the best start. Although Buffalo does get the ball back and can put more points on the board. Herbert. He looks. Scrambles. Touchdown. Chargers. Justin Herbert completing the pass to number 15, Lad McKinney.
Everything was just completely gloved. And Lad McConkey's going to sit down here and then follow his quarterback. Once he feels him escape the pocket. It just gives him a target. But I think this Chargers attack early, they're throwing the ball a lot more than we expected. But I think that just tells you what kind of run defense they're facing. They know it's going to be a long day at the office if you're going to try and run the ball 100 times against this Tampa Bay.
Chargers going for the extra point. And it's good.
excellent opening drives. Herbert with 5 completions, 3 of them went to the rookie, including the touchdown. 7 down.
Kyler Murray has the football now on 3rd and 4. Scrambles. Breaks the tackle. And he gets about 2 yards. 49-yard field goal attempt is good. The Cardinals are now up 3-0 on the New England Patriots.
While they go to a break there, let's do today's Good Hands play of the day, presented by Allstate. We'll go with Alvin Kamara. He had himself a distinction here. This is his 25th receiving touchdown of his career.
Wow, that's a lot for a running back.
Rushing touchdowns and now 25 receiving touchdowns, one of only 4 players in history to do that. Kamara would leave the game in the second half with a groin injury. We don't have an update on Kamara post-game from the New Orleans Saints, but that good hand right there touchdowns on the board here midway through the first quarter in Lincoln Financial Field. 3rd and 5 for the home team.
The footballers are the Broad Street bullies, and they want to punk you. And this Steeler defense is never.
3rd and 5 for Philly. Wow, the Steelers have played great defense against every opponent they face this season. Maybe besides one bad game against the Browns. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, the battle for the 1 seed in the NFC is not over with yet, unless Detroit wins against Buffalo. They will still have the advantage though. Okay. Josh Allen to James Cook. 1st down, Bills. 2nd down, Jalen Hurts hands the ball off. It's about 2 yards. Let's see what Anthony Richardson does now on 3rd and 5. Throws the ball to Pittman, Michael Pittman Jr., and he catches it. 1st down, Colts. They're starting off the game very, very strong. 3rd and 4 for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. In the pocket. He scrambles. Can he get there? Oh, nope. It looked like he was going to get tackled. Oh, now it's a fumble. Steelers football. Wow. This is a very, very difficult defense to go up against. I think the Steelers straight up have the best defense in the league. I really do.
Looking for that. That ball is right down in the quarterback's hand. T.J. Watt making a case for Defensive Player of the Year. Pittsburgh has the most takeaways in the NFL. That was the Eagles' first turnover in 4 games. They have been so secure with the football, but when Pittsburgh is punching, that can happen. So Steelers will get the football there. Josh Allen with a little bit of maybe a little dramatization at the end of that slide. No penalty flag came in. Buffalo in plus territory for the 2nd time in their 2 first quarter drives. How physical this team. Can't do it late. They got away with 6 linemen in on this first down snap. And it's a keep for Allen. He's down just inside the 22 gain of 4. I'm so impressed with Joe Brady right now. The way he's come out and start. Tip at the line again. That's the 2nd time the Eagles have got one at the line of scrimmage. And another 3rd long is coming up. Really excels on a 4-man rush with no pressure. His numbers drop dramatically when you bring pressure looks and force him to speed up his process. Again, Broncos have yet to send an extra defender at Richardson in this game. Taylor looking for any kind of daylight, but very little. Malcolm Roach making first contact for the Broncos. You see a nice quick move inside by number 99. Running backs on the field, which already kind of is a little difficult when you're going to play. Cook motions back in, and then at this time Shakir actually ends up going out, but it's just misdirection, the creativeness, the diverseness of how they're doing this with multiple motions is making it very difficult on Detroit. That was a 13-yard gain, and it's 1st and goal, just inside the 10. to Cook. And Cook, who's had a big series, brings it to about the 4. Bills ready to go. The Pittsburgh Steelers turned over Philadelphia, give it back over to Russell Wilson. They got a 3rd and 10 facing them, and the pocket.
Wow, Russell Wilson is sacked. Philly, they bounce back on the defensive side of the football, and they're going to get the ball right back. Now, Buffalo is deep into Detroit's territory. They're trying to start off strong with a 14-0 lead. Allen rushes, touchdown! Buffalo is starting off with pure domination.
Just talked about the tackle pull. And they do it again. Bring Dawkins from all the way on the left side. And this is what we call a tackle pull. You can give the ball to Josh Allen. He sees the numbers, and that's where some of the young guys, you have 2 guys for Detroit in the same area. You can't have that. A stunner developing in the first quarter in Ford Field. It'll be 14-0 after the Bills kick their extra point. Looking back on the field, we said Pittsburgh would punt, but Russell Wilson has a first down in the red zone. Wilson swings it out to Harris, looking for some blocks. Going down around the 5. Let's see where they put him out of bounds. So said Pittsburgh would punt. Pittsburgh did punt. Cooper DeJean, the
Okay.
return man, with the ball.
Oh, they knocked the football off from the Eagles, and the Steelers recovered the fumble. The Steelers had the football in very well position.
Robinson, I think number 93 maybe was who helped punch it out. That was Robinson putting his helmet on the football. Cooper DeJean loses it. Mike Tomlin loves it. And now what do we have? Back in the end zone, pushing, shoving, and penalty flags. Who's the will on the other team? And when you weigh 300 plus pounds as a tight end and you get a little guy on you, well, that's your opportunity, but maybe too late.
Let's see what happened here. Yeah, this is obviously this play ended at the 4 on the sideline with Harris going out of bounds, but a lot of jaw in there, and then everyone gets involved. Looks like Mitchell's in there. But how about the start of it? That's what we didn't see.
Look at that. He's got him. He's got the little guy, and he's got him on skates. Slade. Yeah. It's a tough time kind of holding on to that, so.
Just holding on for dear life.
Yeah. And they didn't like that. Quinyon Mitchell didn't like that, and got some rocky punches thrown here in Philly early. Come on. It's a football game.
Ba-ba-da-da.
They're going to sort this all out. But
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Oh.
That was, this game's got a little spiciness to it, I know they're in-state rivals, but they don't play very, very often. But there's been some physicality, some extra shoving after plays, and obviously that.
I think the mark of great teams is physical. While we're sorting all of that out, which happened at the end of the play that you saw, it was first down. Let's listen. Number 80 of the offense, that's all he could find. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 19 of the offense.
Second down and 5 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, all sides on the charges. The Buccaneers get a free play that they will not utilize as Baker Mayfield throws the ball down.
There's no intentional grounding on the play. Offside, defense number 97 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty.
These guys are just itching.
That's big. So instead of being obviously at the 4, now Mike Tomlin not a fan, as you can imagine. The crew for Allen X, the call from Allen X crew.
It's just physical, and you're fighting for every yard down there, so for a lot of juice early, it's a big setback there for the Steelers offense.
And so Calvin also getting involved. That was the other penalty. He's not a big guy, but throw outside, and that is a completion for a couple yards, if that.
We'll go to a triple box right now. We have actually 4 games that are in the red zone. Start of the second quarter on the bottom of the screen. Anthony Richardson and the Colts threatening to go up 2 scores on the opening play of the second. He takes the snap on 3rd and 5, throws, ball tipped, and goes to the ground. Upper right-hand corner, Baker Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers have a second and goal from the 7-yard line. Upper left-hand corner is Russell Wilson with a 3rd and 16 now from make it 3rd and 18 from the 19-yard line is what we end up. Yeah, we should end up there. And we also, we just got to the end of the quarter. Chargers, Buccaneers, end of the first quarter, 7-7, Tampa Bay and Los Angeles.
Okay, the Eagles have done a good job defensively against the Steelers, although the Steelers are not a consistent offensive team. The Colts start off the day going up 10-0 on the Denver Broncos. I don't know, the Bengals loving this score right now.
First and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Redbirds. Pryor moved the closest Steeler, but that was not managed. McBride and Higgins are both on the right side. That's McBride that goes in motion. On second down and 3, they hand it off to Dortch. Dortch to his left, trying to get to the edge. He's inside the 5, down to the 1, he fumbled the ball. And it goes out of the back of the end zone. Jonah Williams fell on top of it. That ball is out. Yes, that is going to be a touchback. Now the officials are conferring.
This is a huge call, and the call on the field matters a great deal when we find out what it is.
Well, the key is because the ball was fumbled prior to the runner reaching the end zone.